Hello there, welcome back. Today it's a beautiful Saturday morning and I'm sitting here on my terrace drinking my coffee because it's like the first day in a couple of days when it's sun outside and it's not raining. So we are going to take advantage of that while it lasts, and we are going today trailing. I would have said hiking, but it's not so difficult, so it's only trailing. But before we are going into nature and explore the natural trails of Ria Formosa Lagoon, I want to talk to you about this trail and get a little bit of history behind what we are going to actually see. So today we are trailing Ludo Trail, which starts in the beautiful area of Quinta do Lago Resort, and it goes all the way to the Faro airport. Also, it goes all the way to Ribeira de São Lourenço, where you can find the Central Salt Pan Complex, where we are going to see the beautiful salt pans, and also there you have the chance to spot flamingos. I don't know if it's the correct period of the year to spot the flamingos, but we will see. Also a myriad of other birds and animals like ducks. We will see what we can find and what we can spot. The trail then goes back to Quinta do Lago Resort, and if you want you can go back to the same path along the Ria Formosa river, or you can take the path to the resort and also see the resort. I found the information on the internet that you should seek permission to enter to the narrow path of the salt pans and actually visit the salt pans up close. When we went last time we didn't do that, so if you are staying only on the big road and you are seeing the salt pans from the distance, you should be safe. But also on the internet I found the information that if you are spotting a local and you just address it like verbally and you ask him to guide you, they are very nice and they will also tell you about the history of the place, because they are very welcoming people and they are always glad for the question and to tell you about the history of the place. Also, every time you are hiking or trailing or you are in nature, don't forget to protect it. Don't forget to be also mindful of other people, especially in this period. And also in this period, we all feel the need to reassure the people that are watching us that we are respecting the rules, because I'm sure that all we want to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. I'm going to finish my coffee and then we are going trailing. So the Ludo Trail starts here at Quinta do Lago Resort. You also have here a parking. You can park the car here and then go on foot. And the trail has around 3 kilometers. In a beautiful day like this, it's a really nice walk to take. That road over there gets you to the beach, to the Quinta do Lago beach. I have a video about that. I will link it in the description. And this trail is fairly new. It's fairly new constructed, and as you see there are a lot of people who are taking this road. It's constructed along the Ria Formosa river, and there you can see the sand dunes that are protected. You also saw these sand dunes in my other video about the beach in January. If you didn't see that video, I will also link it in the description. And we are going to take this path along the Ria Formosa river, enjoying this beautiful day, staying away from people. Here you have the Quinta do Lago Resort. You can also see people. They are taking the walk to the golf course. and at a point in time we are also going to leave the trail and go to the resort. It's a bit chilly, but for January it's a splendid weather. You can also hear the airplanes because we are so close to the Faro airport. We are going there on foot. Before the pandemic, you could see here a lot of people gathering crabs and clams and other things, and I guess they sold that to the restaurants here. But now, of course, there are not people anymore here. But this lagoon represents a source of income for a lot of people. There you can see another bird watching point like the one you saw in the video with the beach. And here you will have a lot of species to observe. You just have to know what you see. But even if you don't know the name of the birds, they are so nice to watch. These walks can be very instructive, and if you have kids, oh my god, this area is so nice to raise a family here. But also for us it's so nice because we are little children. Even if we have 30-40 years old, we are still little children. And there is a trail that leads to the resort, and the people who are living in the resort, they are coming from that road and taking the trail further. This part of the trail is more rustic and more old, and I think I prefer it that way. You feel like you are more in the middle of the nature than with the wooden one that was newly constructed. What you can see there is sand, so you really have sand all the way through the path that we are walking, so you don't really know where the sand dunes are over and where the water starts, and it's all intertwined. So we are coming from there. There you see the birds watch post, and this is the way we came. And we are going that way to the salt mines. We found the remains of the boat. Here there was water, and maybe in other times of the year it's still water here, and someone left a boat here. Very interesting to observe all those little things. What an interesting story the boat could tell us if she could speak. In terms of the weather, because you people are asking me in the comments how is the weather here in Algarve in January. Well, when it's sunny outside, it's very hot. Like right now I'm very hot because also I'm walking, but I have to take out my sweater because it's very hot. You have to wear sunscreen, and it's a very beautiful day as long as the sun stays up there on the sky. If the clouds are going to show up, suddenly it's going to feel very cold. So the temperature is going to modify immediately if the sun is going to be covered by the clouds. All in all, in January you can have wonderful weather like this. You feel like you are in the middle of the summer, but it can also be very wet. In the last 3 or 4 days, even a week, it rained like literally all day. The conclusion is that the weather is much better here than in, I don't know, in my country or in the UK, because you can have days like this in nature. There, what you see in the distance are the salt mountains that are extracted from the salt pans, and this is where we are going now to see it up close. In that direction you have Faro Airport, very close, and up here you have Faro Island. We went to Faro Island. I have a video filmed there, I will link it in the description. And basically very close to our home, right on our doorstep, so to speak, you have a myriad of opportunities to visit, and you can do this on foot. So if you are a little bit of a sportive, you can do and see all this by foot. So if you really put your mind to it and you want to walk through all the way to Faroe Island, you have a bridge also for cars, but you can cross that bridge by foot. So we encountered here like a little beach. I don't know how it is accessible, maybe down the road, but it's sand and mud. You can go down there. Actually, I don't know if you go down there if you don't spoil the nature or something. You should be mindful of that. So here we are. These are the salt pans. Right now they are filled with water, and in theory when this water evaporates, the salt remains, and then the leprechauns came and gathered the salt and put it in those mountains right there. Of course, I'm kidding. The people are gathering the salt and they are putting it in those mountains, which I'm going to see in a minute. But right now we are going to admire these salt pans. Of course, they are in the area guided tours. I heard that also you can bathe in these salt pans. I don't know for sure, I just read it on the internet. It would be an interesting thing to do, I guess. But we are not going to do that today. We are just going to admire it.
Everything is new again, walking with the permagrin head so high. I'm back with you and all is right. Shaking on the apple tree, ticking off the honeybees, watch them fly. It's just like we never said goodbye. And you're like a worn out shirt that's soiled with dirt, but fits me like a glove. I will not let you let me down. I will not let you let me down. This time, this is my final climb.
I found here an explanation about how these salt tanks work. So it says here that there are different tanks of different depths, and the water, as it evaporates, transfers from one to another, and in the most shallow one only the salt remains and crystallizes, and then the people
Rejoice.
Okay. And the people come and gather the salt and put it in the mountains over there. Also says here that the Salinas is almost exclusive habitat for the flamingos, and we didn't see any flamingos today.
Nu chiar asta zice acolo.
That is
Că around the Salinas,
așa.
it's almost the only place where you can find flamingos in Portugal.
Okay. And did you know that the flamingos are named Phenicopterus roseus?
Phenicopterus.
Phenicopterus roseus.
Yes.
There you can see maybe some salt. I think that white thing is the salt. I guess this is salt, crystal salt. They are so beautiful. All of that is salt. We are literally walking on salt. We arrived! We are here at the 3 mountains of salt. They are so beautiful up close, but I wonder when it rains. I think all this salt melts, and really we are walking on salt right now. But they are so beautiful. Let's see it from the other side. We cannot go any closer because there's a fence there. It's so big! And there on that piece of machinery, it looks like snow. So the closest we can get to it. It looks really like snow.
Time and time and time again, latherings and latherings, out and in. My head is dizzy from the spin. breaking up and breaking down, making up and making out, round and round. I've learned to get up from the ground.
I don't know if you can see it, but right there is the Portuguese flag. Do you see there, the white? That is salt. Salt in the making. We are approaching now the Quinta do Lago Resort. At the end of this road, we are entering the resort. And you are in for a treat because the views from there are amazing. And this is one of the golf courses in Quinta do Lago Resort, and this is the road, the part of the road that you can take through the resort and also see this beautiful green scenery. Here you can see 5 salting tanks which date from the Roman period. They were built for the purpose of salting fish in order to increase the storage time of the fish. Also in these tanks a substance called garum was produced, and this garum substance was used as a condiment, and also the water tanks were waterproofed. These Romans were very, very smart.
But this time's different, I can feel it. We are on our way. I will not let you let me down. I will not let you let me down. This time, this is my final climb. My friends all tell me you'll propel me right back in the ditch. I'm altruistic, masochistic.
This is really a picture perfect afternoon. All this greenery, all this nature, all these golf courses, they are perfect, taken care of. Perfection. What you hear in the distance are people renovating their houses, because at least in theory you are not allowed to renovate the houses during the high season. In reality they renovate it anyway. But right now it's kind of the time when people maintain their houses, renovate their houses in such complexes, and because of that it's not so quiet, it's not so serene, but anyway, it's bliss. The sun is setting, there are not so many people, you have all this greenery, you have space, you have privacy, and this is why I like the resort life. I'm going to do a video about each and every resort, but right now we cannot travel. This is very close to my home and this is why I could come and visit, but I cannot do videos about other resorts.
I will not let you let me down. I will not let you let me down. This time, this is my final climb, and I will not let you let me down.
So that's it, guys. This is the end of the road. We are back right where we started, in Quinta do Lago Resort. The smartphone says that we made 9 kilometers. 9! I didn't know we walked that much. This is what our smartphone says. 9 kilometers, 13,000 steps. And we did all that in 3.5 hours. I am feeling a little, a lot. I am having some pains I never had before, so I'm a little fatigued. But I'm feeling very well because it was a wonderful day spent in nature, spent with purpose. This was our purpose, coming here, and I feel like today we achieved it. Hope to have many days ahead of us spent in nature if the weather permits it. Today was a beautiful weather, and we also hope to overcome the situation and to remain healthy. For everybody there watching and wanting to return to Portugal, preserve the hope. This shall too pass, and I am sending you a lot of love and a lot of health, and I'm seeing you in my next video, hopefully. Bye.